Drew Barrymore sobs in emotional Drew Barrymore show interview with the Long Island medium. I've had a yearning my whole life for family. Before the big-haired and freshly spray-tanned psychic medium delivered messages from beyond the grave to a lucky handful of audience members, Barrymore revealed that she had a conversation with her late grandfather, whom she had never met, during a recent mediation session. Plus, she detailed a sign she got from her father the night before they spread his ashes when the door to the bungalow she was staying in suddenly opened in the middle of the night. "I think that's spirit getting your attention," Caputo explained to the host. "That's the souls letting you know that they're present and reminding you that they're with you at that exact moment. I say they're little hellos from heaven. My jaw drops every single time I channel spirit." Once Caputo confirmed Barrymore's suspicions, the tears began flowing. While the actress subtly dabbed her eyes and tried to hold it back as Caputo was speaking, her trusty co-host Ross Matthews caught on quickly and pointed out that she was clearly feeling things at that moment. "You just gave me an idea, which is one that I never ever thought," she told Caputo through tears. "I've just had such a yearning my whole life for family, and all of a sudden, when you talked about how somebody could be waiting for them on the other side, then maybe that is when I'll be with my family. Because they died all before I was born, and I never pictured them being there, so that was really exciting." Elsewhere in the interview, Caputo opened up about her overall goal as a psychic medium. "One of the things that I want people to know is to believe in an afterlife. To believe that you still have that connection with your own departed loved ones," she said. "What I learned is that, unfortunately, no matter who we lose or how we die, we're left with some negative emotions." She continued, "Maybe sometimes even a burden or a guilt that doesn't give us the ability to heal. So the work that I do is about healing. It's about spirit giving us what we need, not what we want." Theresa Caputo Live, The Experience. Some events leave a lasting impact on you. I don't know about everyone else, but seeing Hamilton for the first time was one of these life-changing events. I felt my world shift profusely due to the overall experience of witnessing something out of this world. It feels like there's a clear distinction between two periods of your life: whatever colorless world you lived in before, and the bright and vibrant one you discover when you leave the show. Seeing Theresa Caputo live, the experience was just as life-changing and awe-inspiring, but in a different way for a different reason. I watched Theresa Caputo for years on her TLC series Long Island Medium, however, it wasn't consistent. Then last year, on a staycation, I marathoned the entire series and became obsessed with the life and work of Caputo. So when I saw a Facebook ad for an upcoming live show in Detroit, my mother and I jumped at the opportunity to see Theresa Caputo in person for ourselves. Neither of us knew what to expect, although we did attend a show with psychic Sylvia Brown, so we were excited and nervous about what could happen when we arrived at the Masonic Temple. What we got was a night that enlightened not just us, but everyone else that gathered together for messages from our loved ones. While I am reviewing the Theresa Caputo Live, The Experience, I won't be discussing the stories or messages given to people by the medium herself, as that felt too personal in some cases. Instead, I'll talk about the experience as a whole and what you can expect from that. Theresa Caputo is most known for her television show, Long Island Medium, which aired for 14 seasons on TLC. In the reality series, cameras follow Caputo as she tries to balance her everyday life with her family and her job as a medium. As a medium, Caputo communicates with the deceased, a gift she uses in a career that began later in life. Through her gift, she's able to bring about emotional healing for those still present on this side, which is the crux of her career. While being a medium would be interesting enough to watch, Theresa also has a sassy attitude paired with her accent, which is endearing and enjoyable to watch. People notice her the moment she walks in the room, with large hair, stellar nails, and a voice/laugh that is easily recognizable and can be heard from across the room. Regardless of whether you believe in her gift or not, It's hard to deny that Caputo has a larger-than-life personality and can command a room through her silliness and massive heart. Long Island Medium came to an abrupt end back in 2019 without much reason. Some believed it to be because of the personal issues she was going through as she and her husband separated and eventually divorced, while others thought the cancellation came about because of the global pandemic, which began a few months after the final episode rolled. However, between the current tour and the recently announced sequel series at Lifetime, Theresa Caputo proves that she's not one to slow down or allow naysayers to stop her from what she believes is a mission from God. This leads us to the main event, the reason I and hundreds of others were gathered in an old cathedral to see Theresa Caputo's gift for ourselves. Where does the Long Island Medium live, and how big is her house? Purported psychic Theresa Caputo and star of Long Island Medium is a captivating figure with her boisterous personality and sky-high bleach blonde hair, and some might argue her public persona is more engaging than her claim that she can communicate with the dead, especially where it concerns her home life. Theresa, a mom of two, announced her divorce from husband Larry Caputo in 2018 after 28 years of marriage, drawing even more attention to her off-camera life. Some fans, for instance, wondered if the couple would sell their family home for greener pastures or if there would be a legal fight over the property. As it turns out, Theresa ended up keeping the home and reportedly resides there at the time of this writing. That's because Larry made the decision to leave New York State. Right now, Larry is living in LA and I'm here in New York, the psychic told Extra. We're just taking it day by day. In case you didn't already know, Theresa Caputo lives in Hicksville, Long Island in a 2-story home. Theresa has resided in the town all of her life, telling Newsday in 2014, "I've lived on this block for 42 years. The medium also revealed that she lives next door to her parents, which has been serendipitous amid her divorce. Theresa might not live in a mansion, although it's big enough for her to host psychic readings in her home. The Long Island native and Larry Caputo remodeled the property in 1999 and 2001, and the expansion made way for a spacious living room with long sectional couches, one black and one white, Newsday reported. Theresa must love the home a lot because she could easily buy a new abode, with her reported net worth of $3 million. Theresa Caputo seemingly isn't planning to move anytime soon, although it's clear she's in the midst of some serious construction issues. Theresa touched on this dilemma with her daughter, Victoria Caputo, in a 2018 episode of Long Island Medium. "Can you believe we've been living like this for months?" The medium complained to her daughter as the two stood in a room cluttered with their belongings. Theresa elaborated on the years of remodeling in a confessional, telling viewers, "I had started the construction plans before Larry and I separated, and it just seems never-ending. We've been renovating the upstairs bedroom, and the house is a cluster beep. I mean, look, I have a toilet in the driveway, for God's sake." The mom also called the project organized chaos and said her divorce played a role in the delayed construction. "It was always Daddy and I," she revealed to Victoria. "So I had someone to kind of help me and make a decision for me,